Imagine approving a single decision worth $500 million. Not a product launch, not a factory, not an expansion. One decision, and then 2 years later, you quietly erase $443 million of it. Almost everything. This isn't a startup mistake. This wasn't bad luck. This happened to a brand that once defined an entire generation of clothing, a company that didn't follow trends. It created them. So how does a business with cult-level loyalty lose its way? Not overnight, not all at once, but through a series of decisions that pulled it further and further from what made it great. This is the story of that unraveling, and why it matters far beyond yoga pants, the invention nobody asked for. Go back to Vancouver, 1998. Yoga is spreading fast, but the clothes haven't caught up. Loose cotton shirts, awkward gym shorts, nothing built for movement. Nothing you'd wear afterward. Chip Wilson noticed the gap, and instead of improving workout clothes, he reframed them. Form-fitting, technical fabric, four-way stretch. But more importantly, socially acceptable outside the studio, groceries, coffee, daily life. That shift changed everything. Athleisure didn't exist yet. Lululemon made it real. By 2007, $149 million in revenue, 77% annual growth, a $1.4 billion valuation for yoga pants. The power of saying no. Most retailers chase volume, sales, discounts, clearance racks. Lululemon went the opposite direction. No coupons. No Black Friday chaos. No race to the bottom. They trained customers to never wait for a deal. That single decision created something rare: pricing power. Between 2009 and 2019, revenue climbed from $353 million to $3.3 billion. Leggings cost $100. And nobody questioned it, not because they were cheap, because they felt worth it. The model worked. Almost too well. The moment trust cracked. Then came March 2013. Complaints started quietly, then all at once. Black yoga pants, see-through in public. In class. 17% of all pants recalled. $67 million gone. But the recall wasn't the real damage. The founder spoke. And instead of owning the mistake, he blamed customers. Suggested some bodies weren't right for the product. That sentence never disappeared. He stepped down. But the memory stayed. Quality issues can be fixed. Manufacturing improves. Reputation doesn't heal so easily. Leadership without gravity. After that moment, the company lost its center. Leadership changed. Then changed again. Each new CEO arrived with a different roadmap. A different priority. A different idea of the future. When strategy resets every few years, momentum dies. Teams stop building. They start reacting. And while leadership looked inward, the world outside didn't wait. The illusion of invincibility. Then the pandemic hit. Stores closed. Cities shut down. But Lululemon surged. Working from home meant living in leggings. Comfort became a uniform. In 2021, revenue jumped 42%, $6.25 billion. They passed Under Armour. From the inside, it felt like proof. Proof that demand was permanent. Proof the brand was untouchable. That feeling set the stage for the most expensive mistake. The $500 million bet. June 2020. Lululemon buys mirror. A smart fitness mirror. Home workouts, connected technology. Price tag. $500 million. The logic seemed obvious. Home fitness is exploding. Gyms are dead. This is the future, but the assumption was dangerous. They weren't betting on a product. They were betting on behavior never changing back. And they were betting outside their expertise. Real question for you, when a business makes a move this big, outside its core strengths, do you see that as smart innovation or the moment things quietly start to fall apart? Comment what you think below. Then the world reopened. Gyms filled overnight. People wanted movement. Community. Real life. Home fitness collapsed, Peloton fell, Mirror stalled. By 2023, Lululemon admitted it. $443 million written off. Nearly the entire acquisition, not because Mirror was evil, but because it was never essential. The business didn't fail. Focus did. When the gates fell, while Lululemon chased tech, competitors flooded in. Nike, Adidas, Athleisure, then newer brands Alo, Vori. Younger, louder, more culturally fluent. The category Lululemon created was now crowded. Then loyalty isn't permanent. When alternatives feel fresher, add inflation. And $100 legging suddenly invites hesitation. Fashion turned. Then culture shifted. Tight silhouettes faded. Loose became desirable. Wide legs, oversized fits, relaxed shapes. Lululemon's identity was built on the opposite. For years, they resisted adapting. In 2024, they admitted their women's line lacked newness. For a premium brand, that's dangerous. Because when aspiration disappears, price is all that's left. The ceiling. The U.S. market stalled. Same-store sales declined. Growth flattened, saturation set in, and irony emerged. Lululemon's quality, once its superpower, reduced repeat purchases. Clothes lasted too long. Meanwhile, margins tightened. Supply chains strained. Tariffs rose. Pressure came from everywhere. The reckoning. March 2025. Forecasts cut. Stock drops 11% in a day, down 40% from its peak. International growth is now the lifeline. China leads, but risk follows. Lululemon didn't fall because demand disappeared. It faltered because focus eroded. They built an empire by knowing exactly who they were, then lost sight of it. The real question isn't whether Lululemon survives. It's whether they remember before the next $500 million decision. What made people care in the first place? Before you go, I want your take. What do you think is the biggest reason this business's rise or fall? Leadership? Focus? Or timing the market wrong? Comment your answer below. And don't forget to subscribe this channel for daily business documentaries.